It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Bam!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
He's going to keep this again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 86 yards.
And well liked by his teammate.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start with the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That's right.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Ravens have got it.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They run the counter. It's Carson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a 1st down.
On first down. Staley. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Staley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Staley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Staley. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. First down,
We got this.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A giant hole up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. The ball carried by the wide receiver.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Staley. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Cruel under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Huskies are able to move back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown. touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Maxwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, it's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 24-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown. The flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Forced out to his left. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip up.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down now, it's Carson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be
possession goes over here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. Now, there was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, there's 2 that you just touchdown. It's complete. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies are able to stretch out their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now is send this one away. Jackson now to return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Stanley. He's going to look deep now for Landry.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Loss of a yard on the play. now third down and
back to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Huskies take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 45. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They run the counter. Carson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Throwing on 1st down. Stanley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? You're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. I'll pick up with 2. Brings up second and goal.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
14 yards. First down, Baltimore.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to 24. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now hold everything as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Staley. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Staley. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Staley to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll run on 1st down. It's Person, and a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. They'll keep it on the ground. Person, despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Staley to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Staley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Staley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Staley. And that is incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Staley. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Person. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
I certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
To throw on 2nd down, Staley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
That drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Toronto, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.